What's up, everybody? I just finished another book in the Bailey School Kids series. This is Mummies Don't Coach Softball. Let me start by saying I know that I'm way too old to be reading these books. This is not a book targeted at my age, but these were very nostalgic for me growing up. Shout out to Shadyside Library, who started reading the Magic Treehouse book series. I never read those as a kid, but he was nostalgic for those. I'm very nostalgic for these. These were like my Magic Treehouse books. I remembered reading quite a few of these as a kid, and yeah, I really wanted to go through and read all of them and review them, and find out what my favorite one is. And this one here was really good. Um, the story itself follows your four kids: Howie, Liza, Melody, and Eddie. They are at the baseball diamond. They're playing this team that they never beat at their hometown, and or at Bailey City's hometown. It's like Antwerp. Stadium, Antwerp Diamond or whatever, and they never won. They're waiting on their coach to come up there, and it turns out that the coach, Elliot, I think it's Ellison or Elliot, he is on vacation or went somewhere. I think it was like a trip to Hawaii, matter of fact. It's something like that. Anyway, this new guy pops up, and his name is Coach Tuttle, Tuttle, and he is, he's new. And immediately when they meet him, he ends up falling on the bleachers and hurting himself. So he pulls out this little black bag and he pulls out these gauze and wraps, and he wraps himself up. It doesn't take long for the kids to figure out this guy is just clumsy. The funniest scene in these books so far that I've read, the kids are losing and he wants to show them, how to play ball. So he grabs a bat and he's gonna hit, and he lets go of the bat and it crushes through a car windshield, and they end up like forfeiting the game. The other team does, because the other coach is so mad. So they get they get a rematch or whatever. Yeah. After this coach continues to like fall and hurt himself, wraps up. Liza comes out there with a bunch of like sports equipment and stuff, and he ends up tripping and falling. He hits his head on the trunk of a car. He starts getting wrapped up, and slowly he starts looking like this, and one of the kids says that he looks like a mummy, and they're like, why is there a mummy in Bailey City? And we actually get some lore for Bailey City here, because it turns out that Liza said that she heard this story that a long time ago there was a stranger that came in town, and he was very unlucky, and he ended up burning his house down, and he loses his cat. The only thing that he had with him that was important was a diamond. And supposedly this other guy named Antwerp, who made this stadium, stole this diamond, and that's what they think this mummy guy is. They think that he's after the diamond, and that's basically what this book is. And the diamond caused bad luck for Bailey City. There's also some more lore, because the museum burned down, and in its place was Bailey City Elementary, was built on top of it. And that's basically what this book is. Not much more else to say about it. I really enjoyed this one. This one was really fun. This was nice. This is a good breath of fresh air. Yeah, a good breath of fresh air. For this book, for me to read these books, and yeah, I enjoyed this one. This one was actually a really fun one, and it actually kind of opened up the lore for Bailey school kids, which I didn't expect. I really didn't see much of this in any of the other books, but this one was good. This kind of made me want to kind of start reading them in order, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I've done read too many of them to start over now. But I do plan on rereading some for, to do reviews like this. But yeah, as far as this one goes, this one is actually probably one of my favorites that I've read so far. The scene with him busting the windshield is very funny, and the lore for Bailey City was really cool. And yeah, there's some scenes where they go to Miss Jeeper's house and look for the diamond that I thought was just, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Mummies Don't Coach Softball. I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 5 stars. This one was really fun, and I have really no complaints about it. I don't think it's perfect. I haven't read any of these that were really perfect, but yeah. I think that's it for me, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.